Another week has passed, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Iron Fork of Friday. I'm Dan. Joined with me is Fourth Oracle. Good afternoon, Oracle.
Hi.
Don't sound so excited.
Hello.
Rob's over on the camera and pushing all the buttons and whatnot. We are in lobby and good to go. This is going to be a fantastic day, folks. We have Cake. We have Ryder. We have Bully Boy, including Brick Hardcastle's crew. This is going to be a good one. We even have a Glowwater Thrall in here with us. Whoo, boy. Lots and lots of individuals. We even have a gent.
I like that we have a full cake ship and a full rider, two full cake ships and a full rhino sky. Or wait, no, sorry, rider. We also
invading riders.
Sky invading riders.
Sky invading riders.
Sky invading rhino riders. That'd be terrifying.
Sweet Jesus.
And we also have the Bully Boys.
Bully Boys. Black Light Squadron showing up.
Being captained by Heliopharon this time. Running that. Ooh. Okay. Yep. Double mortar. Brawling Galleon as per usual. Even though it's going to be Canyon Ambush. Not. That's going to be our first map. Not Desert Scrap.
We'll see. We'll see how things go. The lobby is already full, guys. It filled up extremely quickly. Apologies if you did not get in.
Yep.
We do have a full lobby. That means we should be going here pretty shortly. I do believe teams are going to be taking just a few minutes to get everything together. Then we will quite happily be on our way. Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we lost. We lost Brick Hardcastle.
No. Uh-oh.
Bully Boys, get back here!
Whoa! They all left. Why? What happened?
I got tired of waiting.
I guess we're only 4 minutes. I mean, that's nothing for Guns of Icarus.
That is not Lobbies of Icarus just yet.
No, not quite yet. Quote the great Chainer. Butts.
I have no comment personally.
I have plenty of comments. Space Whale. Oh my god, I'm so glad that there's someone named Space Whale.
What do you mean?
Look aboard the Alexandria. Space Whale.
Where's it? Oh my god. Space Whale is happening, I guess.
Excellent. So what have you been up to recently? What have you been playing?
Nothing really. I've been working too much.
Yeah.
I had a little time to play Guns of Icarus the other day, but I haven't been playing anything.
I've been playing World of Warcraft.
And eating on the air.
Yes. Well, now.
We could hear that just now.
Well, I swallowed. But I'm also muted normally, so no one else could hear me except you guys. So I'm not
I hate you so much.
I wasn't necessarily eating on air. I was eating in the control room, which happens to be my basement.
I've done that before, I'll be honest.
Where's
we
Elliot?
are getting set up.
Yes.
We are getting
Pizza.
set up. We are getting set up for Hephaestus Challenge tomorrow.
Mhm.
Rob isn't going to be here for that, so it's going to be just slightly different, little less fluid than normal, but we'll do our best.
Yeah, you'll do fine. You'll do fine.
It's not going to look as good.
Well, you've got all the same source files that I do, so we just need to set them
but we have 4 hands instead of 6.
up. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
We have a
sounds like a
certain
Saturday
hand
night.
limit. We have a certain. No comment.
I'm not part of
Nope.
this. I am not a part of this. I'm just here for the food.
No one even cooked anything. What are you talking about?
I have some jalapeno cheddar TGI Friday potato skins here.
As I was saying, though, we are getting set up for Hephaestus Challenge tomorrow. There will also be a post-game show right after the last game gets done with over on Imagine Stream.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, though, we have enough teams ready where no, we're not.
No.
Melon unreadied.
Look what you did. You started pointing it out, and then it ended.
God damn it.
Oh, and by the way, everyone watching, the Metamidian's going to be happening over on my stream 30 minutes after the Iron Fork.
Who's your guest for tonight?
Rotted Beef.
Rotted Beef. The
Yep.
Beefster. Is he going to be doing Sunday with you again?
Yep. He's on as a regular now.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
I really wish I could catch that.
Yeah.
I really wish I could listen to that. It'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, the recordings will be on my channel, so.
Are you going to post them permanently somewhere?
I'm asking Velvet. Velvet's being vague.
Okay. Fair point. We are getting into game here. Iron Fork Friday, number 28 for this June 6, 2014 is on the air. First map is Canyon Ambush. Oracle, tell us about it.
Canyon Ambush, it's pretty open to the north and the south, but you have some pretty tight canyons around in the center. So a lot of the time it's vying for a good position in those canyons, depending on the builds. And it's Iron Fork, so you can bet that most of the action's going to be taking place in those canyons.
Oh, yeah. Loading in right now. We will get your ship loadouts good to go. If I can find the right button here. There we go. All right. First ship for the red side of things, the Abdicative. The Abdicative, we have this argument all the time. Abdicative. Jacob Phi is the one piloting that. It's a blender fish, a carronade, front, flamer, and flamer side support. You also have the Ariel, piloted by Jake Sparrow. It's a Spire with a Hwacha on the front, a single Artemis, and double Banshee. Interesting loadout. We'll see how it goes. We also have the Stratios, piloted by Hardcore Crush. It is a lumberfish with a side flamer and a side flare for support. Go ahead, Oracle.
Interestingly enough, aboard the VSS Mummy, being piloted by Acronymus has got to be quick. Carronade Flamer, pretty sweet. Artemis Merc on the port side for sniping. Aboard the Circumflex Accent, being piloted by Melba Crabernathy, we have a Carronade on the front with a Banshee on the port and Flamer on the starboard. And aboard the Alexandria, a Galleon being piloted by Halia Faram, we have a Carronade Hwacha on either side with a mortar on the port and back.
Circumflex Accent just got a very nice ram on the Ariel's balloon, knocking them well out of position to get any additional shots out. Circumflex, though, is well ahead of their allies, the VSS Mummy and Alexandria. They are out of support range and essentially on their own. If the Stratos comes forward and swings around, they're going to have a very easy time with the Circumflex Accent. Meanwhile, the Abdicative is rising up to get shot angle, a shot arc, if you will, on the Circumflex Accent. Carronade's firing.
They're too close. They're too close. That Lumberjack is not popping, but it is loading a little bit of damage into the hull.
Yeah, it's definitely getting hits. It's just not the full damage potential. Abdicative coming in behind Flamer. That Carronade's still going off. Absolutely devastating right now on the Circumflex Accent. It goes down. First kill of the day goes to red team.
I like how the Alexandria is sitting at the mouth of the canyon going, hey, if you can get back to us, you're cool. You can get back to us, you're all right. As like, a Spire and two goldfish are bearing down on the thing.
I understand why.
We're here for you. We're cheering you on.
I understand why the goldfish swung so far forward so quickly. It was a great aggressive move if his teammates had come with.
Bit of miscommunication, and by a bit, I mean a lot bit.
A lot bit? Is that a word?
A lot bit. It's
A
not
lot
a
bit?
single word. It's two words. It's a big bit.
I don't
Not just
trust
a
you.
little bit.
I don't trust you.
It's like it's a big bit.
You
A little
probably put. No. I have nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The fever may have killed a couple brain cells.
I never had any in the first place, so you are in good company.
Perfect.
The VSS Mummy. No.
Yeah, Circumflex Accent coming around behind the Abdicative, popping the balloon nice and quick. Gonna bump him, only scrapes him.
Flare
down.
is going to light everyone up.
You have that
Circumflex
flamer.
accent.
Not doing
Circumflex
much.
accent, they're getting hit pretty hard, but it looks like they're holding up decently well. Never mind. Hull is exposed. The aerial is taking some chunks out of that goldfish.
Circumflex accent forced to back up a little bit again. It's the only one that's actually in combat right now.
The mummy really doesn't. I don't really feel like the mummy is doing much at this point.
Now the Stratos is popping its balloon.
Yeah, they haven't really been aggressive at all. They haven't really tried to use any defensive fire. They've just sat around. They really haven't done anything. Where at least the Alexandria has tried to sit back and provide some serious supporting fire, as little as it actually is doing. They aren't even loading heavy clip into that Hwacha.
Yeah.
Honestly,
What
with
are
the
they
setup,
running?
yeah, with the setup the Alexandria has, they just need to get in and brawl.
Oh, they have an AI, so that doesn't help.
No, that doesn't.
But he's up top. Like they do not have heavy clip. Their pilot has heavy clip.
They don't even have a gunner right now, which is the big problem on a galleon. Well, it's not the big problem.
Ooh.
It's a big problem for how this galleon is set up.
Armor down. Armor down on the Circumflex.
They're
Abdicative
hurting.
coming in.
They're hurting big time.
Abdicative coming in. They have that carronade right into the balloon, but the Circumflex accent fires its own carronade right back at him. The Abdicative gets the worst of it. The SS Mummy finally able to shake off the Stratos and come in and help the Abdicative, throwing out that flamer. However,
Really good flamer.
the aerial firing a bit in the Stratos, looking for a target. Alexandria is still kind of a non-issue here, and the Stratios is going to keep it locked down. Abdicative still in the bad spot, looking like it's going to go down to the mummy.
That flamer is really putting a lot of pressure on the Abdicative. Like, almost surprising how effective the mummy is right now with that single flamer just honing in on that goldfish.
Lumberjack comes out, hits the Circumflex. This is honestly a pretty slow fight, considering how much brawling is going on.
Ariel is starting to bump against the ground. Circumflex accent's going to grind them down. They're just barely holding the Spire. Disappears as pressure from the Circumflex accent presses the very bottom of the ship against the ground's geometry.
Stratios having trouble actually landing anything because of the clouds. Even though he has spots, it's still a little bit difficult. There we go. Shots going down on the mummy, but it's not really going to stop him. I mean, right now, the fight's taking place like a lot lower than where the Stratios is, to the point where it's kind of difficult to actually land anything. I don't even know if, I don't know, the Lumberjack should have arc on that.
The
I feel
Lumberjack
like.
should and does have arc. The problem is what's called frame of reference. With the singular square ping that you see when something's spotted, but you can't actually see it, your frame of reference is non-existent. You don't know if it's, 300 yards away or 700 yards away. It's very difficult to actually know what kind of distance you're working with when you have a spot, but you don't have visual sight.
Yes. Abdicative goes down. Mummy eating some Lumberjack. Going to be kept down. Again, I feel like what the mummy was doing earlier was it was just hanging out in the open, and then it was going to say, okay, there's an enemy, we'll close distance. But Lumberjack's not going to allow that. There we go. Balloons out on the mummy again.
Abdicative unleashes Hwacha shots off into the middle of nowhere.
Excellent.
I'm very concerned as to why, to be completely honest.
Maybe the question is why not? Alexandria coming in. I think it wants the ram.
Nope.
Maybe.
They're going to get a broadside here real quick. They're going to do a broadside of the left-hand side. Carronade's firing from the Circumflex. Alexandria is pressuring the Stratos to reposition while Circumflex goes right in there.
Yep. Getting those carronade shots on the balloon of the Stratios. They have drogue shoot, so they will be able to slow that descent, but the Circumflex might be able to get the ram. No, they lose their balloon too. Stratios getting the better of this engagement, it looks like.
Abdicative has engaged the Alexandria along with the aerial. That's going to cause a lot of problems for the Circumflex accent, as Stratios does have an upper hand against the fellow goldfish. Meanwhile, the Alexandria is going down. They have continuously lost their balloon. They have bumpers thrown up. They nearly take off bumpers too late. But they hit with the bumpers. Alexandria takes minimal damage from that rock hit.
Mm-hmm.
Still, though, they're going to be riding the ground for a long time with the Abdicative on them. The Aerial wants to finish this kill up quicker, though. Circumflex Accent might be able to pop the balloons of the Abdicative and the Aerial. The Alexandria can certainly bounce along the ground for a little while, at least.
As a point of note, Circumflex Accent did get the better of the Stratios
There it is!
against our prediction. Circumflex Accent taking out the Spire as well. Circumflex Accent really showing some teeth. Melon McCrabernathy, the pilot on that ship, doing a great job of getting some very important kills and turning this fight well in the direction of blue team 4-1.
Yep, and now the Circumflex Accent looking like it's going to be able to turn it into 5-1. Getting that balloon pop of the Abdicative, not too difficult, brings him down. 5-1
it is.
Yeah. I like that. I remember last week on the Metamidian, Sammy and I were talking about the ability of the Galleon to just, the balloons popped, it's bouncing along the ground, but it can still survive for a good long while. It's kind of surprising. Like even while it's bouncing along the ground, and the Abdicative was spending too much time on that Galleon and not enough on the imminent threat of the Circumflex.
Certainly. Mummy getting hit by the Aerial with a bit of long-range fire. Watcher shots coming out very accurate considering the range and considering the lack of a physical target on the Mummy. The Abdicative is positioning for the Circumflex Accent, but it looks like Circumflex is going to have the better of the Spire, going right in on it, ramming, nearly taking out all of the Aerial's outer armor.
Yeah, but now it's in a very bad spot. Stratios, it's within arming time. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, those are hitting hard. Those are hitting solid.
Yep, doing
Watcher
quite a bit of
shots,
damage.
good.
Ooh, there we
Good
go.
Watcher shots.
Armor down, Banshee. I think they have heavy clip. No,
Absolutely.
they don't. They just have burst. They
No?
just have burst.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, still land. Those are pretty accurate. Wow.
Oh, wait,
that
on the
was-
Stratios? Oh, no, not Stratios.
the
The
Aerial.
Aerial?
Yeah, from the Aerial.
Those look like heavy clip to me.
No, I just checked.
Wow.
I just checked.
That was
They-
real. Those are really good shots. You're
the only
right.
the only person with heavy clip on that ship is Woundsalt's the gunner.
Alexandria is going down.
Okay.
What might have happened too, is Vunsals might have preloaded the Hwacha with heavy clip and then gone to do other things.
Yeah, or preloaded the Banshees with heavy clip. Yeah, that's a definite
Oh.
possibility.
Yeah.
There's only one salvo. I think you're right. I mean, there's no way that they could be that accurate.
Or they
Unless
could have just
you're-
got lucky. You never know with the Banshee.
Yeah, but that didn't look like luck. Mummy, all alone.
Red
Gonna
team
get
is trying to
dunked.
come back. 5-2 now in favor of blue team.
Mummy's coming in. The circumflex
Oh god.
a little bit lower, but it's 2v3 right now. And there's a
And-
Spire.
I might add the Circumflex Accent is sitting really low on Perma Hull. Like really low.
Yeah, and it's getting taken down. Like, the Stratios is keeping the Circumflex down behind that rock while the Mummy gets loaded into. Its armor's not looking great.
And considering they just bumped against that rock, it's not going to be a good day for them. Mummy looks like they're going to be able to get out of this just fine, but they have some scars.
Yeah, they're gonna have to back up. Just a couple of scars. They're not too bad. Circumflex is the one that's in more dire trouble right now. The Ariel and the Ariel and the Abdicative are a little bit afraid of jumping forward because they know that the Alexandria is right there. They know the Mummy can step forward and re-engage. So the Circumflex is actually in a pretty good position right now, despite its permahull.
Abdicative appears to be setting up for possible shots. It looks like they actually have arc on the Circumflex's balloon. Abdicative
Kind of.
pressuring them pretty severely. But if the Alexandria moves in here, they're going to have a really good profile shot on the Abdicative.
Yeah, the Abdicative. It's got to be a little
Oh,
bit
they
more
lost their
defensive.
balloon.
Yep. I mean, the Circumflex still has teeth. It has a
Yep.
carronade. Alexandria coming around from the side. It's got to move in quick, though. I mean, it's a galleon. But
It has a
you
great
know what I
flank,
mean.
though. It has a great flank on the aerial right now. If it just charges in and it says, hey, what's up, like it's doing right now, it could instantly kill the aerial. Are they going for a charge, though, is the real question.
Yeah, they're slowing down. They have arc on the balloon. They're a little bit low. Where's that Watcha? Where's that Watcha, man?
Watcher was not. Oh, now it's in arc.
There we
There
go.
it goes. It was just not quite in arc. Aerial just lost all of its engines. That's vital. That's going to keep the aerial from spinning around and putting a few shots into the Alexandria.
Yeah, however, the Circumflex did go down. And so now the Alexandria is keeping 2 ships occupied. Might be able to get the kill on the aerial, but the Abdicative and the Stratios are coming in. Still, though, 2 balloon-popping weapons. And I don't think that they're aiming for the guns. They're going for the balloon, and the Alexandria might be able to pick up this kill.
I
Armor
do
down.
believe Alexandria would be successful. Burst rounds were just
No.
loaded into the aerial. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, but the Alexandria is going to start bouncing now, and its guns are
Yep.
out of arc.
Yep.
And that's gonna be rough.
Impact bumpers are thrown up on the Alexandria, but it's not enough. Abdicative moving in. Stratios moving in as well. 5-4. Blue team just barely holding on to this one.
Bleh. There it goes. Mummy hanging out, gauging whether or not I can move through this canyon. The answer is no, sir.
No.
The answer is no.
No.
There's
What we
one
need
ship
to
that can do
see,
it.
what we need to see is a unified blue team push to get a win, because otherwise Red's is going to keep doing their thing and focusing their fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the red team is, I mean, charging the Spire is kind of difficult sometimes. In 3v3. 2v2, not a difficult feat. 3v3, you got 3 ships bearing down on you. And in this case, it's 3 medium guns that are very easy to place. So they're going to be
Definitely
coming into arc
dangerous.
very quickly. Plus, you have the double Banshee on the aerial,
Yep.
as well as the Artemis. Blech. Not something you want to face down.
No. Circumflex accent played it cool, setting up as best he can while the galleon, the Alexandria, gets back to the battle lines. Mummy is still holding back pretty far. I think the Mummy's passiveness right now is being a little bit of a problem. We need to see the Mummy engage at the same time as the Circumflex and the Alexandria. This goes back to the point, though, that they aren't really working as a complete team right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, blue team not really working together, and right now as red is backed up into its spawn, it's at a pretty good advantage when it lets the blue team just kind of come out, and the Abdicative, though, getting blindsided by the Circumflex, but it rams it. Arm is down, but the guns are out of arc.
Why did the Circumflex go in? I would love to know. The Mummy has no real shot right now whatsoever. It's in a horrible position. It's not even using any of its guns to support. The Circumflex charged in essentially alone. Alexandria just moving in now, very late, with the Mummy still way behind, not doing anything to assist.
Nope. Alexandria coming in. Watch a carronade. Ariel actually might go down. Nope. I think that the balloon popping is going to be a bit much. Oh, there it goes. I thought the Abdicative was going to be able to use that carronade to disable one or like at least one of those guns, but no.
Circumflex is moving in on the Stratios, gets a balloon pop on them, but Stratios is going right for the Alexandria. This is going to be devastating. Oh my goodness. Alexandria
was
is getting
gorgeous.
pounded.
Up Stratios losing one light engine, but it's going to be okay.
Again, the fact that the Mummy is not in this fight is massive. The Mummy needs to get into this battle. Otherwise, they are going to lose. There goes the Alexandria. 6-5. Blue team needs 1 kill to get the win.
Yep, the Stratios is looking like the target, but the Circumflex gets this balloon popped. It gets a lot of its weapon is still up, but Flamer not going to allow for anything.
Circumflex isn't
really.
staying up very long.
Nope.
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 Abdicative pressuring it on the ground. Goomba stopping it to death. 6-6. All tied up.
Nope. Not happening. Red team doing a really good job of playing D.
Oh no. The Mummy is going in.
Yeah, finally.
Incredibly late.
I think it recognizes its mistake. She's backing up. Lumberjack comes out. One gets loaded into the canyon.
Once again,
Carronades
though,
there.
this is
Ooh, there's one.
absolutely
Two.
critical.
3. It's only the explosive damage, so it's going to take 4 if they just load it into the hull.
There's that balloon pop.
There it is. And it's going to start dropping. Lumberjack's there just for good measure to try and rip through that armor. Doing a fair bit. I mean, the Lumberjack does, like, even though it's not the correct damage type, still does a lot of damage.
Abdicative is chasing
Alexandria.
pretty hardcore. Alexandria is coming
Misses.
in.
Misses. Ends up just scraping the Stratios.
Doesn't really do much damage there.
Ariel's going to lock it down. It has the better of the Alexandria right now. Abdicative loses its balloon. The Mummy keeping it down.
This is going to be very important. This is going to be it, folks. This is the final battle of this map. Can the Abdicative hold on while the Spire takes care of the Alexandria, or will the Mummy and the Circumflex get one of these goldfish to go down before their galleon leaves the building?
The Abdicative and the Stratios are bumping into one another, keeping each other from rising up and getting in each other's way. Circumflex gets the ram to pop the balloon again, and now it's going to go for the Goomba Stomp, but it's not quite there. It's going to stay alive a little bit longer. Stratios trying to pop the balloon to the Mummy, but the Mummy is out of there. Alexandria coming in, trying to get Arc desperately, but it's doing it very slowly. Abdicative low, Circumflex a little bit higher, but that's not going to matter that much. Flamer goes out on the Abdicative, going to light the armor on fire. If that armor goes down, Circumflex is going to have a nice opportunity. Stratios on the side, though, trying to take out the Mummy, but the Mummy has the flamethrower going out. Plenty of chem spray on it, though.
A lumberfish is not going to win against a Kara Flamer Pyramidion in close range. It doesn't work. Oh my goodness, Circumflex loses their armor for just a moment. Balloon is down. They're bumping against the ground. They've lost all engines, and they only have 2 of their guns available with their engine column facing the aerial.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Watcher gets thrown out of Arc, but the Banshee's doing Abdicative, gets the ram, but the armor's back up very, very quickly. They're just trying to tank right now as help comes in, but help is a good ways away. I think that this is it, Dan.
Circumflex accent, you're absolutely right, Oracle. Circumflex accent is getting hammered with everything. They have a sliver of hull left. They go down. Red team gets the first win of the day.
Yep, they come back from 5-1 to win 7-6. Not bad.
Whew.
The teamwork was there.
Whew.
Like there was very little teamwork on the blue team. I mean, the Circumflex was going in all alone. And I mean, when you get focused down by 3 ships like that, there's not a whole lot you can do.
I will say this: it may be an experience issue on the part of the captain of the Mummy. Just looking at things, they're only level 2 pilot. They haven't really had a chance to compete in competitive or semi-competitive events before. That may have been an issue. But then Haliafarin is only level 4 pilot, and they do pretty damn well. So, who knows?
Yep. Oh, right on the
Oh
refinery.
no!
I'm gonna need another drink. No,
I'm gonna need a drink.
I actually haven't drank anything today. I have not been drinking anything. Just like I've been fighting a fever.
You sound like you haven't been doing so hot.
Yeah. I've been sleeping all week. Like this cold really put me out of sorts. I don't know. Maybe it was a little bit more than a cold. I don't know.
Have you seen our matches for this weekend yet, by chance?
No, I have not.
So we have, if I pull my spreadsheets,
I'll go ahead and look it
spreadsheets
up.
in space coming up here. The first match we have is Overwatch versus Ryder on Paired
That's
and
gonna
Rumble.
be a good one. We have a really good group.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing that out there.
I'm a big fan of Anvil Division. Anvil Division is. Oh, are we? We're Hammer Division. I'm sorry, we're Hammer Division. I am
We're
not
Hammer.
a fan of my own division. We're Hammer Division.
Hey.
Hammer Division is pretty awesome. Just gonna say that right now. Just gonna say that. We have after that Musosaurus versus Glowwater Thralls on Duel at Dawn.
Cool.
Howard is mildly frightened by the prospects of flying against the Glowwater Thralls. Apparently, there has been some very serious trash talk going on between them.
Oh, really?
Yes. And the last matchup we have for tomorrow on Northern Fjords, the Clamor versus Mad Hatters.
Overwatch and Riders is going to be interesting. I feel like after last week's showing, I feel like the Riders are going to take it. Just because like they are a little bit less rusty.
You like that term, rust.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also because I watch speed runs a lot, and so like
Mhm.
when someone hasn't been playing a game for a while and they're practicing again,
Sure.
they call it rusting.
Sure.
No, like I think it's an accurate term. Plus, it's kind of steampunky. I'm just trying to defend myself right now.
That's fine.
No, the writers are practiced a little bit more recently.
Mhm.
Overwatch, I think that they're a little bit rusty, so they have to shake that off. Musosaurs and Glowwater Thralls. I really think that the Glowwater Thralls are the powerhouse.
Yeah, I
Of
fear
our
for
division,
Musosaurs. I don't think that's going to go in their direction. I'm sorry, Muse. I think Glowwater Thralls is going to beat you.
Well, I mean, that's not even an insult, really. I mean, the Glowwater Thralls are really like they're the powerhouses of this tournament.
They're
if you
strong.
ask me.
Glowwater Thralls are very strong right now.
I think of all of these teams, Glowwater Thralls is
Mhm.
probably the strongest. I mean,
One of, absolutely.
I mean, I think the two strongest teams in the competitive scene right now are the Glowwater Thralls and the Mandarins. The Mandarins aren't in this tournament.
No, they didn't get their information in time.
Well, also Sammy is adminning.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I forgot about that. I
think
thought
that's
they just
the bigger
didn't-
reason.
Yeah. No, they did. No, I was thinking about something different. No, they didn't. They're not able to compete. Correct. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. Over on Imagine stream, Black Flight Squadron versus Holy Roman Army. I'm going to be checking that one out.
I'm gonna go with BFS.
Really? Holy Roman Army had a really strong showing last week.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like BFS is
BFS is
like,
strong. BFS
they're a
is
little-
very strong. I
They're a little
cannot.
rusty, but their time, but like I think that they just needed a little.
You think this is their time?
to it. I think that they just needed a little bit of time to get back
Mhm.
into it, and I think that they're going to come back strong.
I can't call this one.
I'm gonna say
Strength and
BFS.
unity. Bob Ninja Goldfish.
Strength and unity.
Oh,
See,
shut the fuck up.
That makes me think of the Advent from Sins of a Solar Empire.
That makes me think of the Terran Republic.
I'm
Well,
going
we
to
have-
be immature about this.
Also on Imagine stream,
I forgot I was still muted. You're not being immature about it. You're being Vanu about it.
Sick burn.
Okay to be gay. Let's rejoice with the boys in the gay way.
What the hell was that?
Purple spandex, baby. The strength of purple spandex. That's what that was.
Okay, moving on. On Imagine stream, after Black Flight Squadron versus Holy Roman Army, Sacrilege versus Cake. I think it's gonna be a tough fight for Cake. I don't know who's gonna win.
I'm gonna go with Sacrilege. I think that they again, like they have more practice recently.
They had an extremely strong showing against Sir last week. An
Yeah.
extremely strong showing.
Yeah.
We are going to be we do have an interview with Kirk tomorrow to talk about that match and to talk about what's going on with Cake right now. That'll be aired after the first game of tomorrow's Hephaestus Challenge tomorrow here on our stream.
Very nice.
That'll be fun. It's fun. I love Kirk. He's amazing. They're also going to have Sky Invading Rhinos, Sir, versus the Art of War on Imagine stream. I think that's going to go towards the Sky Invading Rhinos. Art of Warfare is good, but Sky Invading Rhinos, they do practice quite a bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
Also-
with Sir. I'd say like Sky Invading Rhinos is the team behind Glowwater Thralls.
No, I cannot agree with that.
Yeah.
Especially after they went down to Sacrilege last
Ooh,
week.
Yeah.
I don't feel Sky Invading Rhinos is quite as strong as they used to be. They're powerful. They're very good. But they're not quite at that very highest pinnacle right now. I think Sacrilege took them down just a peg yesterday. No offense, of course, to Sacrilege. They're an amazing team.
Mm-hmm. I think
we
the
also
next
have-
couple of weeks. I think the next couple of weeks are really going to show.
Yeah, and the last game on Imagine Stream tomorrow, Deadpool's Army versus Zill's Merrymen. I'm not sure how that one's going to go, to be completely honest. Both DPA and Zill got taken down, the Merrymen rather, got taken down 5-0 last week. So this is going to be kind of a match to see, okay, who has really, pulled themselves up by the bootstraps this week and really buckled down and started practicing.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to watch. That'll be very interesting to watch. Of course, we are going to have the dual stream going at robandadan.tv/live. You guys will be able to watch both streams, turning the audio on and off for each of them. We have both chat rooms as well. We are going to start stuttering the stream. So the stream with 3 is going to start 20 minutes later. So we don't have to, do the games at the exact same time, which will be fun. That'll be great. So we can catch all the games as they're going and whatnot. That'll be nice.
Yeah, I won't have to miss too much if they go on, for their full time limit.
Yeah, no, it helps us out a lot. So we are going to be doing Raid on the Refinery next.
Yes, indeed, sir.
Raid on the Refinery.
There's a squid, 2 squids, 3 squid. Holy cow, squids.
Squids. Anyone want calamari?
Yeah, no kidding.
What about
Lots of
Zoidberg?
flavors, I'm guessing too.
Zoidberg.
Go!
My mother
Oh,
was a
God.
saint.
I freaking
Don't you mean his
the
mother
one
was a squid?
episode-
Whoa.
Ugh. The one episode that just absolutely got me was, look at me, I'm Dr. Zoidberg, homeowner. Like that whole episode. Like he comes back and his house is burnt down under the ocean. It's just like, how does this even happen? Oh good, I found my cigar. That just raises further questions. He's so infuriated. I don't understand.
One
that
should
whole
not
ep-
understand.
That whole
You cannot
episode
break
just-
the laws of physics.
That whole episode felt like Groening was high on something when he was writing it. It just wasn't a regular episode of Futurama.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel like it.
Looking ahead, by the way, to additional Hephaestus challenge stuff. On our stream, not this week, but next week, our first game is going to be Glowwater Thralls versus Mad Hatters. Oh, yeah. You are not going to want to miss that.
That'll be interesting.
Oh, that's going to be a good match. We also have on our cross division game for that day, Ryder versus Holy Roman Army.
I don't know. I feel like all these matches in week 3 are going to be pretty close. I think that the Glowwater Thralls have the upper hand on the Mad Hatters pretty hard, but
I can't say that. I'm not sure. That's gonna be very dependent upon how the Clamor does against Mad Hatters. Very dependent on that. We are getting into game here though.
I like how the Iron Fork is going, and we're so excited about the Hephaestus games.
We were waiting. Admittedly, Iron Fork games happen and then they stop happening and then they happen. So, Raid on the Refinery is the map. Oracle, go ahead and tell us about it.
It's big. It's Crazy King. Yeah, it's big. It's Crazy King. It's got it takes a little while to get from point to point. Not as long, but because the map is a little bit closer, it actually ends up taking longer. Partially because you need 50 more points.
You can just
need
become a
600
scramble
points to win. But yeah, that's kind of how it feels a lot of the time. So strap in. It's gonna be a while.
We do have ship loaders for you. The VSS Abdicative, piloted by Jacob. It is a blunderfish with double flamer support, as Cake do love their flamers. We also have the Jammy Dodger, piloted by who is that? That's Jake Sparrow. Carronade on the front side. Hades, okay.
Interesting.
And a back Banshee. I've never seen that loadout for a squid before. We also have the Constantinople, not Istanbul, it's Constantinople, piloted by Halia Farron. Carronade front, Gat side, and mine launcher in the back.
And for the blue team, we have the VSS Mummy, a Pyramidium being piloted by Acronymus, this time going for a Hades Echidna forward with a flamethrower and Artemis, port side. Aboard the Big Lessie, another squid being piloted by Melima Crabernath. We've got to do this quick. Flamer on the front, Banshee on the starboard, Carronade on the back. And aboard the Astero, another squid being piloted by Hardcore Crush. We have a Hades on the front, Flamer on the starboard, and Mine Launcher on the back. Fire going everywhere.
Fighting has already begun over A point. It's already been capped for the red team with 100, and they're gonna get about 140 points out of that cap as long as they can hold on to it. Constantinople is getting ripped apart though by the Big Lessie.
Yeah, this is.
Do we call it the B Classy?
Big Lessie? Is that a joke?
I'm gonna call it the B
I don't
Classy.
get it. I don't get it.
I don't care. You're
I'll
not
call
supposed
the
to get
Big
it.
Lessie.
Jammy Dodger and VSS Mummy are going at it ever so gently. And Abdicative and Astero. Actually, it's more than just Astero is throwing fire all over the Abdicative with their Hades.
Hades is kind of an interesting decision for a squid. Not sure I totally agree with it, but
I can't say
Jammy
I would
Dodger.
agree with it either, but hey, if they can get it to work, if they can get it to be a stable weapons platform for a squid, here's something about the Hades though. The Hades is not necessarily the easiest thing to shoot on the run. You have to have what's called a stable weapons platform. You need that for guns such as the Hwacha, the Lumberjack, the Hades, as I mentioned. You need a stable standing platform to shoot the gun. Otherwise, your shots are going to go wildly off arc.
yeah, absolutely. Goomba Stomp of the Constantinople, Big Lessie throwing out Flamethrower, but it's getting flamed itself. The Abdicative coming in hard. I think that Carronade is really going to be the deciding factor in this
Absolutely.
game.
Absolutely. And the reason I was talking about stable weapons platform, by the way, is because the Squid is a very fast-moving, agile
Yeah,
ship.
it's
It
the
doesn't
opposite.
sit still.
It's
Yeah,
the
it's not
opposite
a
of
stable weapons platform at all. Yeah. It's never moving in just one direction. Astero
Point
has
done.
moved on to the B point, and they're already beginning to cap it. Abdicative is moving in on them, but B usually goes to the blue team just because it's essentially inside their spawn.
Not a single ship death yet, interestingly
No.
enough.
Well, with a lot of squids, there's going to be a lot of dodging, a lot of control, a lot of just moving out of the way and
Ooh, there's our
pressure.
first death.
There we
This
go.
map-
Who is that? Constantinople.
Like this map makes me eat my own words.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
does.
remember if do you remember a couple weeks ago with Rotted Beef and I just like, all right, the squid just needs to survive a little bit longer.
Oh!
Oh, there it goes.
Jammy
Abdicative
Dodger
going in
and-
hard.
Yeah, Abdicative and Jammy Dodger have pushed the blue team off the point ever so slightly. Astero is falling way back. If Abdicative can turn and face the Mummy along with the Jammy Dodger, they may have an opportunity to take this point.
Yeah, I mean, just stopping the blue team from getting this point is a victory. We
It's
talk
pretty
about
major.
this every week. Like, just because, I mean, blue team tends to have an advantage on this map because B point is really close to their spawns. And so, like, they die, they come back in, they die, they come back in. So red team keeping the blue team from getting this point is a victory.
As long as red can keep at least one person on the point the entire time and block it, it's absolutely a game changer because blue team tends to rely on making sure they get that point, especially in very close games, because B, again, is one you can expect to go to the blue team in close matches. So the fact that they aren't getting it can be a major game
Ooh.
changer.
Big Lessie throws the Jammy Dodger into the water,
Booyah.
getting that kill. So blue team has a chance of picking up a couple points on this point. Guy, you know what I mean. Constantinople, though, coming
Dang
in.
stuff.
It's keeping, like, see, the thing is, you kill a red ship, okay, that's great. It's got to spawn a long ways away, but it's a squid. It's not a big deal.
Squid, especially if you're tossing the wonderful moonshine in the engines every so often, that's a fast ship.
Yeah, what do they have? They've got kerosene. They can
In
just throw
fact, I
all
would
three
say-
engineers.
Is it a fast ship? It can make the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs.
Hot dang.
Hot dang!
I'm not sure you want to be measuring. Wait, apart.
Shut up!
Less
Nope.
than-
Nope. 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 Nope.
I like the fan theory that the very simple fan theory that that when he says he can make the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs, he's just screwing with Luke.
Probably.
I-
I also like the quote unquote official explanation that that's how close you risk traveling to the close to the black hole. So I
Okay,
think
that
that's
actually
funny.
does make sense.
Sorry.
Okay, that
Yeah,
that
sorry.
makes-
Geeky time, yay!
I have very little interest in the Star Wars universe most of the time. There are certain things that I like about it. I have a big like vested interest in just high sci-fi.
The Jammy Dodger is in the rear of Sea Point. Astero has been capping it this time, but they just get a little too far out of range, and they're going to lose that push they made on it. Astero should be sitting on the point, but instead they have actually moved back a little too far. Oh, they're going for the sneaky spot. They're going for the sneaky spot under the pipes. But
Yeah,
they have been spotted by the abdicative.
The abdicative knows what's up. He's just like, hey, it's gonna flush him out. Gotta
Be
flush out the
Classy
rats.
is right behind him. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Big Leslie actually getting the better of him pretty hard. If he can, I don't know, there's not much mass on that squib, but he can still do a little bit of a Goomba stomp. Jamie Dodger eating Hades from the Astero. I kind of like what they did. They went through the pipeline there a little bit, and then comes out the other side behind the Jamie Dodger for some sweet Hades. Though Chem Spray, I think, going to keep the engines pretty healthy. Although not looking great. Where's that mobility, man? You got to use
Where
the
is
mobility on the squid.
Where is it? This is something of very important note, by the way. It is vital when you participate in the Iron Fork. If you are an engineer, you bring Chem Spray because fire is always an option.
Fire is always on the menu,
Mm-hmm.
and people eat a big, healthy helping from it. Abdicative eating a lot, and it's even going to get destroyed by it.
Wow, that was a flamer kill.
Yeah,
That was a flamer kill.
yeah. I mean, it's not unheard of after the changes. Armor down on the Jamie Dodger. That Hades is doing it.
Sorry.
Fair bit. You are forgiven. Big Lessie coming around behind or in front of the Jamie Dodger. This poor ship is not looking great. This may be Blue's
No.
chance to put themselves on the board.
Yeah, blue team may be able to get a hold of this point even just for 60 seconds, 60 to 70 seconds. Constantinople is the only thing standing in their way just above the B Classy. Mummy moving in to face them. Constantinople is now, oh my god, B Classy did a hard reverse and is getting flames all over the engine column of the Constantinople. Carronades going out, Mummy and B Classy obliterating the Constantinople. They are
They'll be able-
gone.
They'll be able to get about 60 points for themselves.
55. I would say 55.
Well, yeah. Well, then about.
They're still on the board, though. That's the important part.
Yeah, they have points. I mean, sometimes when you have this much brawling, I mean, we talked about this. When you have sniping ships, you're going for the the big caps where you're getting a huge amount of points. You're trying to get those huge amount of points. But when you have brawling against brawling, you're just nickel and diming your way to victory, and that's kind of why the Iron Fork Crazy Kings tend to take a really long time.
They will push and shove against each other until the final breath. Absolutely will. Again, thank you for joining us here on twitch.tv/The Rob and Dan Show for the Iron Fork of Friday, a weekly cake event inside Guns of Icarus Online. If you haven't checked out Guns of Icarus yet, make sure you check it out on Steam. Guns of Icarus Online is the game name, and they regularly have Steam deals. Jamie Dodger is coming under fire by the blue team. They capped that point and moved on as soon as they could. Jamie Dodger getting burned all to crap. They did have a few components that were not chem sprayed. That is going to cost them dearly. Be Classy is moving in on the point, harassing the Constantinople as best they can. Flamethrowers going out. We've had a couple breaks on the Constantinople. Everything is on fire. Jammy Dodger is taking some heat as well. Be Classy moving in on the Constantinople, getting some nose cone rams on him. Flamethrowers still going out. Constantinople goes down. Be Classy grinds them apart.
Yep, not too darn difficult. Very, very nice moving from the Big Leslie, and now it's going to put itself in a nice position to move in on the Jammy Dodger. However, the Abdicative is sitting on the point. Ooh, the Astero just barely blocks it, but it's going to get its balloon popped by... Yeah, that's the Abdicative on it. Not too difficult. Going to throw it off of the point. Maybe? Is this still technically on it?
They're still technically on it.
Yeah, just barely. They're going to need to move in on the Astero, but the Big Lessig is already in here. Blue team getting a nice block here. The Abdicative almost sneaking that cap, but 2 squids on a goldfish. I don't know. Even like no matter
It's
how
tough.
you look at that, I mean, you're talking about marine biology wise, or however you want to look at it. I really think that the blue
Now
team
you're
has the
talking like
Abdicative and nasty
how you're talking about how you compare sports teams at this point.
Duh.
Like you've heard people do that before, right?
No, I don't. I generally don't touch sports.
Okay,
I think
so this is
sports-
something people do. This is something people do every so often. They will personify the name of the team they are rooting for. For example, in national football, NFL, American football, you have the Vikings and the Bears. People say, well, what would a Viking do to a bear? What would a bear do to a Viking to decide how that matchup might win? It has nothing to do with the actual team itself. They just wanted to think, well, okay, how would a Viking chop a bear's head off?
I see. The difference here is I was actually making a I was saying that it's like 2 squids hitting a goldfish anyway. Like I'm comparing the situation to their names. So I was actually being clever. That's the difference.
I'm sorry. Were you talking? Oh, I see. I feel like a bad person now. I don't know why they let me on air anymore. I'm a bad person.
See, I was actually making a metaphor.
You were being insightful, and then I fucked it up.
You are forgiven, my child.
Oh dear.
For more metaphors, watch the Metamidian.
Oh.
Metaphor.
Blue team
Metamidian
and
actually
red
is.
team. Blue team and red team both moving on the next point to come active. E. Oh my goodness. Big Glassy is grinding down the Abdicative to nearly nothing. They have left it sitting in a rut. It's going to take the Abdicative a long time to get things back together to a point where they can engage in combat. Armor just goes down for a moment before Hades shots come in. Armor goes back up, though, before they actually hit. They have fire issues, though, happening pretty severely. Multiple fires. Hull is exposed again. They go down. The VSS Mummy comes in and finishes them off. Constantinople, Estero, and the B Glassy are all brawling on top of E. Blue team has swung it halfway in their favor. Oh, it's turning again. They have gotten the Constantinople off the point enough where they can swing it. But can blue team cap it? Nearly there. They get it. They get it. They're going to have 150 points of uninterrupted cap time unless red team can cap it back.
Not looking great for them, though. The Jammy Dodger, way far away. Abdicative, still a good ways away as well. Constantinople, not in a good way. They're just going to keep disabling it. I think the blue team has this pretty well locked down for the next
Blue
2
team does look like they have organized themselves well enough to take this. Constantinople is getting just hammered all over the place.
Mummy having a little bit of trouble getting on the Constantinople, but it's not too big of a deal, I don't think. I mean,
No,
they
not
just
too
need to buy
bad.
time. They just need to buy time.
Again, the pilot of the Mummy hasn't. It looks like they're a relatively new pilot. They haven't had time to get into competitive matches just
Oh, boy.
yet. So we're gonna cut them just a little bit of slack.
Just a little.
A little bit of slack.
Abdicative coming in, but it's 3v1. Not a whole lot that it can do, I don't think. They're
Abdicative
gonna
can
take
have
the
some
balloon down.
fun, but B Classy might actually go down. They have almost nothing left hull wise. Their engine is still up though, and they could draw out the Abdicative as much as they want. Oh, but they're gonna tap ground here. They're gonna tap the water. Let's see. Oh my goodness, they lose a lot of armor to that. Abdicative is coming in and he squishes them.
I think that's fine. I mean, what's the red team really going to do to take the point? And this is going to give them a fresh squid.
Yep, that's true. That's very true. And that fresh squid is going to help. As you all may or may not know, as you've heard here on the stream, we like to say that a squid without engines is a dead squid. Obviously, it's very easy to just give a couple swings and repair that armor. But Having fresh armor makes a world of difference.
Mm-hmm.
An absolute world of difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Blue team just going to leave the mummy, it looks like, to hold the point. Abdicative coming in, doesn't see the mummy.
I like this. The mummy can just continue holding this point for the last 25 seconds while the abdicative wastes its time.
Blue team's got to move on point A right now, or else red team's just going to leapfrog it.
It looks like they already are. Estero is going over the top and through the mountains, and the Big Lassie is coming in from the west.
It's got to be quick. They got to come in.
Jammy Dodger and Constantinople are ready for them, however. Constantinople going to be engaged by the Estero, and the Big Lassie is going to be engaged by the Jammy Dodger.
Yep, looking a little bit split right now. Jammy Dodger eating a little bit of fire from the Big Lassie. Do they have chem spray? Yeah, they do. The only thing that isn't chem sprayed is is the Banshee on the butt. So they'll be okay.
Not a huge concern. Estero doing a pretty good job so far with the Jammy Dodger. Constantinople taking a lot of fire from the Mummy. Mummy swinging in from the west side of the rocks. And probably is, they could do some very serious damage if no one engages them in brawl range.
Yeah, the Constantinople is kind of jumping on and off the point right now, blocking it and unblocking it. Ooh, there goes one serious problem for the blue team. Now it's just the Abdicative and the Constantinople. They can manage to take these guys down, push them off the point. They'll be able to pick up even more points for themselves and put themselves in a pretty good position to leapfrog their way to victory.
Considering that the next point to come up and be available is B, they have a very good chance to get a big lead, as long as they can kill off the Abdicative and Constantinople quickly. The Jammy Dodger's already spawned back in, and it looks like it's going to haul Tush into the fight, but it isn't. Is it moving yet? There we go.
Yeah,
now
it is moving.
Okay. They aren't burning. The Jammy Dodger isn't burning engines at all.
Oh, really? The Mummy going a little bit past the Constantinople. My frame rate taking a dive. There goes the Constantinople. Abdicative, not in a great place, but the Jammy Dodger's coming in. This is why raiding the refinery takes so long.
Abdicative looks like it's going to be going down here. Flag shots coming in with a nose bump. Big Lassie finishes them off. Blue team is going to cap the point for about 80 seconds.
I got it.
Go ahead, Oracle. There is no friendly fire. Nope.
You can ram your ally into a wall, but I mean, that's kind of a technicality. You're not really going to be doing much. Also,
mines have no faction.
Yeah. They are the weapon of the troll.
Big Lassie, Estero. No, just those two. They're both chasing the Jammy Dodger over to B. Hades shots have knocked out the armor, or did knock out the armor very temporarily. Armor coming back up almost instantly.
Yeah, these blue ships are chasing down the Jammy Dodger, but they're not actually going for the point. Another 30 seconds left on point A. Point B going to go live very soon.
In about 25 seconds here. The blue team, if they do cap point B, like we expect them to in normal situations, they're going to have a very big lead at that point.
Yeah, and there's a very good chance that they're going to. Right now, it feels like the red team is kind of falling apart. They're going through point A, trying to get to point B, but Big Lassie's already on it. Stero's coming in. There we go. Two blue ships on it. Jammy Dodger not blocking yet. They got a little bit.
I'm curious why Jammy Dodger is just sitting over there and not blocking the point at all. They could quite easily have blocked the point until their allies would have gotten there, but instead, 181 points are going to go to the blue team uninterrupted. Black shots coming in, finishing off the Jammy Dodger from the Mummy.
That's huge.
That is
major. That is a monumental error. That is going to give the blue team, that is going to put them in a position to just leapfrog their way to victory. Like, that's more than enough. Abdicative getting a nice ram on the Mummy, but the Big Lassie is right there. It's rubbing its nose up against the Mummy, but loses its armor.
Flamethrowers Flamethrowers from the B. Glessy and the Astero ate through that ship while it was rubbing up against the Mummy trying to take out its armor. Constantinople is sitting just above the point trying to do something about it, but it looks like they're not really going to do too terribly much.
No, I don't think there's much that the red team can do at this point. Like, they're too scattered. They started off okay. They started off working together, but, and, you know, they rushed the point. They were all there. But now, as they die, they try to come back in. Things just aren't going so well. Constantinople burning all over. And I think, yeah, blue team is going to set themselves up in a position to win the game.
If I were the red team right now, and let me know what you think about this one, Oracle, I would just go for C. At this point, you can't really do anything about B. The blue team already has it. They can just body rush at this point to block any turns on it. Just, if you're red team, go for C. Get all your ships on C, get ready to take it, and make sure you can hold it for the entire time.
Yeah, at this point, like, if red wants to try to take B, they have to regroup, you know, move in all together, all at once. But, I mean, there's only 80 seconds left on it. I mean, you think, you know, regrouping is going to take half a minute. Moving together is going to take another half a minute. And then 20 seconds left on the point. Yeah, great, whatever. Just get on point C. Like, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
But they
get
have to
there.
do it, they have to do it together. That's the big thing.
Absolutely. If blue team 2 can take this next point, they're going to be set up to win. Pretty handily, in fact.
They are within winning range. Like,
Oh, they
with-
will be
with
within
point
winning
B.
range after this?
Yeah, they will.
Oh, they will. They
if,
will.
If they hold it. Yep, they're going to be well within. If they can manage to get the point early.
Looks like blue team is actually going to be the first one on the point coming up
Jammy
here.
Dodger doing? Don't know what the Jammy Dodger is doing. Little bit out of place. Swung wide, but now it's on the opposite side of the map of the sea.
Mummy
point
actually
C.
got hit by their own allied mines from the Astero.
Oops.
Little miscommunication there.
Little bit.
From the allies. Abdicative is moving in on the Mummy. B. Glessy and Astero should be sweeping in here very shortly. Mummy, though, getting pressured very hard by that goldfish with the carronade front.
Abdicative might get taken down pretty quick here. Mummy too close to actually do anything with the Hades and Echidna. Getting his balloon popped. Gonna follow down the Abdicative. Might actually be able to get a little bit of a Goomba stomp on him. Nah, not quite. Mummy not really doing a whole lot right now. Constantinople, just like Abdicative and Constantinople feel like they're just trying to block the point as the Jamie Dodger comes in, but they're getting the worst of it. Armor's down. Like, red needs to make a power play right now, and you can't do that with only 2 ships.
It's going to be very difficult for them, absolutely. Abdicative getting ground down. Flak shots are hitting true on the Abdicative. Hull nearly goes down. If only they had stuttered the flag shots a little more. They're just hitting the armor right now.
Yeah, they gotta time this a little bit better. Where's the Hades, Mang? Where is that Hades? Lincoln L. Shoot your gun.
As a very important reminder, folks.
There it
the flag
goes.
cannons are absolutely devastating anti-hull weapons. But if you're hitting the armor with them, they just don't do much. Yeah, they can do
anything.
something, but there's really not much going on there.
Yeah, the Hades
They're-
is gotta shred through the armor first.
Absolutely.
Armor down on the Jammy Dodger. Ram coming in. That's gonna do a lot of hull.
Ooh.
That's quite a bit.
B. Glessy doing a really good job on the Jammy Dodger. That was impressive.
Big
Big
Leslie
Leslie-
takes out its own balloon, though. All that damage
Yep.
went into its balloon. But it's going to be okay. Jamie Dodger getting flamed a little bit by the Astero. Is that Lesmok?
Yeah, that had to be
Yeah.
Lesmok.
Yeah, they have Lesmok.
The hit range for the flamethrower without Lesmok in it is about where the graphic is. So just to give you a frame of reference, blue team does capture the point, but they are not going to.
They're not going to win off of it.
No, they're not. Or are they? They might.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're going to win off this.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Is it 600?
It's 600 points. 600 points.
Well, they have 70 points left worth. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
but
right.
then
Never
they have-
mind. I'm thinking a 60 base. Wow. Like, oh, it's a minute. It's worth
What?
100 points. Yay!
What?
I have no idea.
I think I get where you're error in logic was coming from, still goofy.
It's a minute. It must be 100 points. It says 100.
I understand. I still think you're dumb, but I understand.
Well, at least you finally figured it out. Blue team is not even sitting on C. They recognize that, all right, red team is most likely set up on the next point. Let's see if we can crack them. Red team, very intelligently enough, has set up pretty tightly on the next point. B. Glessy moving in with Estero, Mummy right behind them.
Mummy having a little bit of trouble getting in there.
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
they definitely need to move.
Scoot, 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 scoot. They gotta scoot. Fighting has already started, and the Mummy's out of it. Echidna coming in, though.
Yeah, good Echidna shots. If they had just stuttered them a bit, it might have helped a little bit more. No, Constantinople's armor not going down just yet. Jammy Dodger, though, taking a very serious beating from the B. Glessy and the Estero there. Abdicative also taking some fire. Blue team doing a very good job of controlling their enemies so far. Jammy Dodger still trying to get things back together.
Armor down.
Constantinople, oh my goodness, getting hit, but they don't go down first. It's the Jammy Dodger.
Mm-hmm. If blue team gets a point cap, they'll hit the point of no return.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's all there is to it.
It's only
going
going to take 23 more seconds. Just 23 more seconds.
Yep, the Abdicative is the only thing in the way now. And they have 2 squids on him. Mummy's still firing on its allies. Okay. So
Kinda
basically it's 2 squids going up against a goldfish. But
Still, though, the Abdicative is
look at
going
that
to be in a
flamer.
lot of trouble. Yep.
look at that flamer. I mean, even with chem spray on it, it's doing damage. There's the ram. They're just going to keep throwing out damage. This is
Estero's
terrifying.
Goomba stomping. Estero's going in for the Goomba stomp on the Abdicative, holding it in position while the B. Glessy bumps them all over the place.
Balloon's gonna go down fairly soon. There it is. If armor goes down, it's gonna go down, and the point cap's going to go over to the blue team.
Jammy
Red
Dodger's
ship's coming in
moving
though.
in.
So is the Constantinople.
Oh,
It gets
hey,
the block, just barely. And the saga of the raid on the refinery continues. This is-
continues.
I've actually been reading Saga recently, the comic book.
Never heard of it.
Really good, really good. Constantinople gonna get rammed off the point. Looks like.
Ram,
whole lot of-
flamed, etc., etc.
Yeah, that was a desperation move. Just trying to get in there.
Blue team is
Yes.
capping. They only need to get 23 more seconds worth of points to get the win.
Yep.
Jammy Dodger not moving in.
3 on it. GG.
That
team
is
picks
going
up
to
the
be
win.
GG. Yep. Great job by both teams. Blue team simply out teamworked the red team.
Yep. Red team just went in one at a time, too many times. 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, I definitely feel like blue team just played dominantly after losing that first point. That was it.
Well fought on both sides of things. Blue team gets the win on this one, and we're going to move on to the next game of the Iron Fork of Friday for this June 6, 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, after the Iron Fork, 30 minutes after the Iron Fork finishes over on my channel, I'm going to be having the Metamidian. We're talking about a little bit during the game.
You're going to be talking to Rotted Beef, I do believe you said.
Yep, of Overwatch fame. And
Is there a
casting fame.
specific subject you're going to be aiming for?
A little bit. I want to talk about a little bit more about ship builds and
Mhm.
why in the Hephaestus we didn't see more Hades Echidna.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really want to get his insight on that because I feel like the Hades Echidna was really strong, but it is really strong, but we just didn't see it. We saw a ton of Metamidians. And we saw like the Pyramidian really dominating, and so I kind of want to like talk to him a little bit about that.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, we're going to take a short 3-minute to 5-minute break, guys. We'll be right back with more of the Iron Fork of Friday while we go ahead and sort out exactly what's going on with this lobby. Thanks for tuning in, folks. You're watching twitch.tv/The Rob and Dan Show. Welcome back to the Iron Fork of Friday right here on twitch.tv/The Ramadan Show. Thank you for sticking with us here. Had to go to a quick break so we could fix the lobby. But we are back at it. Is going to be Canyon Ambush once again. That last map took about 45 minutes.
Yep.
Oh,
Pretty
dear.
standard. We're back in the canyon.
We need to have at least one desert scrap today. Need to have
I
at least one desert scrap.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
It needs to happen. I'm just saying. It's not an iron fork without a desert scrap. We're getting back into it here. Riders are still with us. Fluffy of Overwatch has hopped in. Blinknull is in here as well, an Iron Fork regular. The Cakes are still here too, of course, including Jacob and Melon, who are both flying, and Abby the Rat as well, flying her Galleon, and Fox. I completely missed Fox and the entirety of the Fozzie the Pyrrha team.
Yep. That's double gat, as per usual. I still don't like it.
Looking over the other ship builds, we still have the VSS Mummy with the Hades flak on it. The Floppy Flop Man ship with the Watch Aspire. And the Abdicative with the Watch as well. So we have a lot of disable on the red side of things and not a ton of kill potential. We'll see.
I have the real reason the Spire is underpowered for you right here. It's because when you look at it from the side, it looks like a rooster.
Are you kidding me?
That's the real reason it's underpowered.
That's not the real reason.
That is the complete, total, truthful reason. You heard it from a caster, guys.
Therefore, it must be true.
Caster. Yeah, I am expert on all things metagame.
And apparently all things farm animal, too.
Baka, bitch.
I'm getting a picture of the head of a rooster, and I'm putting it up on stream.
Oh my god!
Compare it to compare it, and yeah,
I want to see this.
There we
I'm
go.
waiting for the stream to catch up.
Kinda. Some of the stuff's positioned differently, but kinda.
And we are waiting to get this game underway. If you'd like to hop in,
Yep.
we don't have any spots. Unfortunately.
Yep, it's full. We're just waiting on people to ready up. We got a little bit. So, what do you think is going to happen in the Hephaestus? Do you think that we're going to have as many Metamidians as we saw? Thank you for wiggling the rooster, by the way.
Oh my god!
You're welcome.
Subtle wiggle.
These are getting a little too extreme here. What?
Goldfish.
Are you kidding me, Rob?
What?
You have too much free time on your hands.
Yes.
We have too much free time. Waiting for everyone to ready up. Come on. We'll see. We might only be able to get one more game in, depending.
Yeah, depending how long this one goes, it may be the last one of the day. Only 3 maps for a single Iron Fork. Good lord.
What about the squid? Let's see this.
No, you two stop it.
No.
You're having too much fun. That's not acceptable here.
Goldfish cracker, really?
Why not?
Oh, I'm so glad. I never fly my Mobula, but I named it Chicken on a Raft. Forgot that.
Chicken.
Have
Chicken.
you never heard that song, Chicken on a
Yes, I
Raft?
have.
Okay. I'd sing it, but I'm still ill. You can probably still hear it. I'm still coming down off of my fever. Yeah.
Apparently, you're buffering, Oracle.
Yeah, well, it's the stream delay.
I just find that's hilarious. Apparently, Mel McCrabernathy only has to get one more cap on Raid on the Refinery for an achievement.
And
One
too,
more.
too bad we don't have a Mobula here.
Well, you pull up a picture of a croissant?
No. I pulled up
No.
a picture of a Mobula.
Well, nah.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It will once you see it.
No, I'm up. Yeah,
What?
it makes sense.
Are you fucking kidding me? No.
Yeah, you know what a mobula is?
He's smiling at you, Dan.
I'm gonna kill you all. That's the solution to this problem.
He wants to give you a smug hug.
It's adorable. He's so happy. I find it interesting that the naming conventions in Guns of Icarus are kind of goofy. Like you have the weapons named after Greek gods, but almost all the ships are named after fish.
So wait, what's the Pyramidion named after?
I think it's just a pyramidion is the uppermost piece or capstone of an Egyptian pyramid, an archaeological parlance.
Top, meaning it's high up in the air.
Yep. Very top. Because it flies. It flies! Whee!
I'm just gonna be in the corner crying. That's okay with you guys.
That's okay.
Who is-
All right, so welcome to the Robin Oracle Show.
Hi, everybody.
Dan is gone. Well, hi.
Hi there, Oracle.
Hi there, Rob. I know what that means. I can break out my Western accent again.
Nope, I'm back. You're all fired. It's Dan's show now.
Oh, sorry, Southern. Whatever.
It's the
Screw
Dan
you.
show now. You're all fired. We're hopefully getting into Canyon Ambush here so we can stop being bored. Yeah. Lobbies take a while, needless to say. That is one thing I like actually with Hephaestus. The lobby has a specified start time on it. I enjoy that. I like that. It's fun. In Hephaestus tomorrow, 4 p.m. EST. Well, we'll be starting the pre-stream about 4. The first match starts right at 4:20. Canyon Ambush is the map. We already have been on this once. The
Yep.
north and the south are open. The middle, full of canyons, usually turns into a brawl. Gonna be honest. But sometimes some mid-range action does happen. Depends on who you're talking to.
And sometimes people hit an invisible wall or two.
I
Oh,
believe
baby.
That's been fixed.
Really.
We'll see.
I believe that's been fixed. You go ahead and start up, Oracle.
Sure, for the red team aboard the Prevaricative, a junker being piloted by Jacob Fee, we have double flamethrower on the port side. Yeah, it's lots of fire. We have 3 flamethrowers for a port side, and then we have a Banshee Hades on the starboard just in case, they're far away and you need to light them on fire. Aboard the Circumflex Accent, a goldfish being piloted by Mela McCrabernathy, we have a blenderfish with a couple of flamethrowers. And aboard the VSS Mummy, a Pyramidion being piloted by Acronymus. We have a Hades and Echidna on the front, with a Flamer and Artemis, interestingly enough, on the port side.
On the Foz of the Pira, Fox is actually disconnected. He is normally the pilot. He is disconnected, though. Looks like a minor issue on networking's part to keep Fox connected. It is a Flak Mercury Pyramidion with Gat Mortar support on the side. We also have the My Poke piloted by Abby the Rat. Right-hand side is Carronade Mine Launcher. Front's a Mine Launcher. And left-hand side is a Carronade Mine Launcher. That's a lot of Mine Launchers.
Yeah,
Fox
they're
is
gonna-
rejoined. And then we have the D.
We are the D, we are the D, we are the D, we are the D.
Piloted by Hardcore Crush. It is a Flak Spire with all Echidna light flat cannons in support.
All right, you guys take down the armor. I got the rest.
As soon as armor goes down, that thing is going to make ships explode. But until that happens, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The red team has already started surrounding the blue team. Fozzie the Pura is already starting to get hit. He is not gone with his double gat front, though. The Prevaricative coming in, getting a... Oh my... No, they didn't get a ram. It looked like a ram. They're getting hit from all sides, though, from the My Poke, the Fozzie, and the D. Prevaricative going right in on the D, though. Fozzie the Pura doing their best to try and negate that damage. Mummy is also sending in some support shots, but they are missing pretty wildly.
I've never seen a more helpless ship than the D. I'm gonna be honest. It's eating it right now. Hades coming in. Prevaricative just keeping distance. Mine's coming out to try and stop him, but I don't think it's gonna be able to do a whole lot.
The D is about to bounce on some architecture there, and that gets him. Prevaricative just pushes it back.
Trying to do. I see what they're trying to do to us. Dick jokes.
Prevaricative killed the D.
You D killer.
Circumflex Accent is getting hit by Flax something fierce. Well, the My Poke takes out its armor. Fozzie the Pura, though, is...
Oh, there's one. Where's another?
We have another
almost in
flying
the other. I just want to watch the Circumflex get bounced around. This is amusing. Everything else, Fozzie's getting hit.
Fozzie's getting hit pretty hard, especially from the Mummy. They're losing engines to them. One engine on fire. Prevaricative continuing to follow them. Flamer going out. Circumflex Accent is getting hit by the D pretty hard. Fozzie the Pura, though, going down. They are going to bump against rock and kill themselves trying to retreat.
Yep, there they go. The D still firing in. Doing nothing, though, because can't actually take down the armor.
Flak cannons are great, but yeah, without armor shred, it doesn't do anything.
They cannot take off that latex sheath on any of these ships
Oracle.
to get at the center.
Oh my god.
And it's going to go down.
The D is going down, folks. The D is going down.
That's what D said.
Oh god. You know, you would. You would take something that's already a bad joke and further exacerbate it.
Ooh, good mine hit on the Prevaricative from the Poke. Great mine hit, in fact.
By the way, the exacerbate was not a mistake. That word was not a mistake.
Okay. Circumflex Accent coming in on the My Poke, but it doesn't even get a chance. The Mummy with those heavy guns, specifically that flak cannon, takes him out.
Yeah, I feel like blue team's gonna need some gauze after this one. I really feel like the D is the weak part of this team.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh darn it! I can't do this.
Would you say the D is not performing as well as normal?
Flak shots flying out on the Mummy from the D. Fozzie the Pura trying to take out that armor. Oh my god! As soon as the armor went down on the Mummy, they evaporated. They absolutely disappeared.
Don't you mean disintegrated?
I'm done. I'm done. No. Bad Rob.
Wow, the D's spewing out damage onto the Circumflex. If they leave themselves open for long enough, then I can't do this.
The D is flaccid no more.
I can't do this.
Prevaricative is going in on the D.
Uh-oh. And it looks like if it goes into the balloon, it's going to deflate.
I'm done.
Flavors did a very subpar job taking out the D.
You're so immature.
D has the Spire. The Spire has had chem spray pretty well so far. Only a couple fires to deal with. My Poke needs to swing in behind the Prevaricative. Fozzie the Pura backing up to try and engage the Prevaricative.
And they just eat Flamer too.
They're just gonna eat Flamer all over the place.
Everyone eats Flamer.
No one is engaging the Prevaricative in any way, shape, or form right now. And
Nobody
it's
wants
essentially
to.
locking down the blue team.
Like, what do you do against 3 Flamers? Like, what are you actually supposed to do? Apparently, you're supposed to use the D. There we go. That had to have been a Lochnagar. Oh yeah,
probably.
that was a Lochnagar shot. The D pulling out all kinds of tricks.
4-3 in favor of the red team. I'm just gonna try to ignore you at this point.
You know, that doesn't actually work.
No, it doesn't. Red team is going to
Nope.
group back up here. Mummy and Circumflex both together already. Prevaricative quickly trying to close the gap as it did just go down. Fozzie, my poke, and the D. Oh my god.
See, their defense is they were talking about Tenacious D.
In their defense.
In there. Oh my god. I didn't even catch that one. Looks like
I have nothing.
looks like the D is firmly holding its position.
Shit! Oh, what? No, you had a stretch on that one.
That was not a stretch.
That was a stretch.
Nah.
Red team coming in towards the blue team spawn. If they get 3 more kills, if they sweep the blue team, they will get a win here.
But
the
only if
chances
they
of
are
a full team sweep-
determined.
Rob! No. No. Fozzie the Pyrrha is well ahead of his teammate. Circumflex Accent armor goes down, though. Flak shots were low. Extremely low, in fact. Armor goes down again on the Circumflex. Flag shots were late and missed again. The accuracy of that Spire's flak shots is very much in question right now, in my opinion. They did not land accurately, and they did not land on time.
Nah, they have to land a lot of shots if they want to even hope of bringing down the armor on anyone. They have to be accurate.
Oh, it's not even worth trying to hit if the armor isn't down.
Sometimes. I mean, you load that much flak into the armor. I mean, even if it's not optimal damage, it's going to take down the armor. I mean, you're talking about a heavy flak and 2 echidnas firing on a single target.
3 echidnas.
Everything else. 3. Well, how often are you really going to get a quadfecta? And I guess.
Well, let's consider this. Going over to the Spire here real quick. They don't have a pilot. They have 3 engineers and a gunner. They're just using it as a weapons platform.
Yeah, I guess they could. You can do that with sniper spires a lot easier.
That's true.
My poke, eating a little bit of damage. It's okay.
Both teams are playing it very cautiously right now, especially considering those mines sitting out there and the flak spire that's just sitting ominously in the open area to the south.
I feel like they can close distance on it. I don't know. The D is not that scary.
God damn it.
Mature. This is maturity right here.
Ah! Whoever decided that name needs to be slapped.
Wait, did you say Matura
I can tell
D?
you who.
No, sorry.
Maturity. No, that was a bit.
That
of a
was a reach.
giving the D a bit of a reach, huh?
I fucking quit. Nope.
Prevaricative, moving forward. You're gonna leave right when the action starts.
Oh, fine. The D and my poke going in on the Prevaricative.
Lighting fires.
Flamer is coming out. Oh,
Armor's
my
going down.
goodness.
There it is. Wow, that was
Go
quick.
for it.
That was quick.
Yep,
That's
that
what
flag
happens when you
spire.
take
The
those in
flag
alone.
spire is really getting a good workout in.
Circumflex says, "Hey, wait a minute. Maybe this is a bad idea."
The D is getting a good
Idea.
workout in, folks. Circumflex Accent is holding back it behind the rocks just a bit. the Mummy has really not been doing much this whole time, or at least this specific encounter.
You
Mostly
know,
sitting back.
I gotta say, we've been giving the D a lot of flack, but it really is Hull D'ing their own.
You fucked that up.
I fucked that up.
You know, perhaps the red team needs to take a detour around some of these rocks.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like the defense of the blue team is just a little bit too good right now.
Yeah, they're putting out.
guys-
They've got too much deterrence.
You guys are determined to
deterrence.
make as many bad D jokes as detrimentally possible tonight.
We are absolutely determined. Are you kidding?
Well, it's the de facto standard for the Iron Fork.
Hmm. Damn it.
I can't win
That
here.
was good.
Our jokes are bad by default.
Whoa!
Pretty much. I think. All right, we're just trying to make Dan quit at this point.
And doing a good job of it.
Yeah.
That was deep, Oracle.
My Poke and Fozzie the Pira moving in towards the VSS Mummy, Preparative, and the Circumflex accent. The Spire is lining up possible shots, but Circumflex going right in on the Junker, giving them a very nasty bounce and sending their arcs way off.
Yep. My
Preparative
Poke
and
getting flamed.
Circumflex, they both have extreme advantage right now over the My Poke.
Now, the Mummy has a big opportunity here and isn't going to take it. Balloons down, shouldn't be too hard to land shots, but it's too low right now. My Poke is going to start bouncing, and I think that's going to be it for the My Poke.
I do not understand how the My Poke is still holding together. They go down finally. They held things together quite a bit longer than I thought they would.
Yeah,
Quite a bit longer.
that was surprising, but it still wasn't that much longer, all things being said. Fozzie the Pira being forced to back up. 5-4. This game is really dragged out for a little while.
Neither team really wants to give any space. Neither team wants to give any space or any room to maneuver to the opposition.
Well, I mean, approaching the D is a really risky prospect. God
Damn it, Oracle! We're doing so well.
That was not intentional.
Oh, fine. Oh.
Not initially. Halfway through, I was like, I might as well.
Well,
Just keep going.
I think
Just keep
neither
going.
team wants to be defeated, though.
Yeah,
That's intentional.
that was very intentional. I don't know.
I'm dead inside now. I hope you both understand this.
There's a pretty big discrepancy between intentional and unintentional puns.
Is there a favorite D pun that you heard just now in this game? Make
Draw
sure to
it
let us
and make a
know.
piece of artwork on deviantart.com.
Ah!
You know, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we have the D in here. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some fan art coming out on DeviantArt. I wouldn't be surprised.
None of that. No, we do not do that.
I've had worse. I've had worse happen to me. You don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
You really don't.
I've had the fan art thing happen to me before, and I do not want it to happen again.
I think this has already gone off the deep end.
God damn it!
I feel like I just need, at this point, I just need to decouple myself from the stream.
Promact is asking that we stop D-madness. And the casters are indeed getting derailed.
Getting a
It's
little bit
mostly
derailed.
Rob's goddamn fault.
Well, this is R and D, after all.
Yeah. I
Fuck.
wasn't going to go there. You know, I wasn't quite willing to break Dan that hard. I wasn't quite willing to do that, but Rob, you proved yourself the more heartless. Circumflex moving in on the My Poke. Oh, armor down on the Circumflex, though. That mine actually took down the armor. Hades loading into the Poke. Armor down.
They're not doing so hot here. My Poke could go down here. They do indeed. Thanks to the Circumflex accent, they're able to use that heavy carronade to take out the hull of that Junker. 6-4 in favor of the red team. Long range firepower getting dropped on the D. his red team begin to close in around the spire.
The D proving hard to touch, though.
Whoa!
Backing up pretty hard.
Guys, quit bagging on D.
Armor down.
Circumflex accent coming in from behind. Prevaricative moving in the front. They're going to try to crash the spire as best they can. Shots coming in from the mummy. Oh my goodness, though. The circumflex goes down.
But
wow. That was so close.
Unfortunately, the D was just too exposed.
Only in Detroit have we seen such a defeat.
Shut up!
I guess, like, I feel like the Spire wanted to get a little bit more aggressive, but it went in a little bit deep there. You can see a little bit from Brother Cyphus there.
Do you think the D went in too deep?
I think it went in too deep.
Wow. We're horrible individuals.
No.
Oh my
There's
god.
a scrap.
Desert. Yeah, desert scrap.
All right.
Yay!
We'll do one more. Let's get this underway, man.
One more.
I'll have another.
Hopefully everyone sticks around for one more. Oh, but it looks like no. It is rather late in the Iron Fork, folks. We do have about 15 minutes left.
Oh, come on. We can still do one map of desert scrap.
Shut up. You're very silly. I'm ending this skip because you're too silly.
No, you're not.
Too silly. Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. You're supposed to say no. No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
I'm not letting this happen. Hopefully the lobby will get underway fast enough.
We do have the available slots already filled back up. Pretty much, there are 2 slots still available if you'd like to join up, folks.
Okay,
Just
so
two
Brother Cyphus has an image for us
Oh no!
that explains
I'll check it.
that explains everything. No, it's on stream. It's on stream.
You're all weirdos.
Ugh.
Is it?
America.
Isn't that no? I'm trying to remember. Is that from one of the movies?
That's just one of the Muppets.
I think it's from the Muppet Show.
Yeah.
Just the Muppet Show.
Okay. I'm checking this. I'm gonna check this.
It's Sam the Eagle.
Well, yes.
Yes, that is from one of the movies specifically, though. It's from the Great Muppet
Oh.
Caper.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Well, we did have Fozzie the Para, so we might as well have Sam the Eagle.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, it does.
My concern is that I need time to set up the Metamidian because that's happening half an hour after the Iron Fork.
Good point.
Well, hopefully this scrap doesn't run too terribly long.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to step out partway through. I don't
That's
wanna do
okay.
that.
I can solo this one.
Potentially, yeah. You'd enjoy that. Like usually wears you out, but I think you'd enjoy this.
I don't really enjoy soloing casting. It's more fun to do it with someone.
Generally, sometimes. I think it depends on my mood.
Are we talking about the D again?
Shut up! No!
Ugh.
Stop it! Rob, you're gonna make your partner cry.
Yeah, good point. Don't want to have that happen on air.
He'd be proud of himself if that happened.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I don't like to see a grown man cry. Good thing you're younger than me.
What?
I am younger than you, and I still have my hair.
I still have some hair.
Do you now?
Mm-hmm.
Do you now?
Mm-hmm.
Prove it.
Okay, hold on. No, I'm not making a zipper sound on the mic. We've had enough D this cast.
Whoa! Hey,
Whoa!
we were talking about a
Never
ship.
have enough.
We were talking about a spire there the whole time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I bet you were aspiring.
I'm not. No, I'm not being. No.
No. Where's the scrap? Where's the mines? I want the mines.
We still have. We have one spectate slot left, and that's all. We did have one spot available over on the poke, but that has since been filled. I do believe Geo from the Riders has joined us as well. Good to see him here. This will be getting going underway here very shortly, guys. And then remember, check out the Metamidian over on your stream, Oracle. Fourth Oracle is the username on Twitch after this.
Yep. That's going to be happening over there.
If only we can get the game underway.
If only. Either way, I'm going to have to go in about 20 minutes to set up the stream. Set all that up. Get raw to beef already. That's going to be fun.
Now,
I like it.
I'm curious. Do you guys use what do you use for your voice for the Metamidian?
What do you mean?
Like we use Zoom.
Oh, I just use Skype.
Okay. Yeah, last week
simple.
I was really curious because I could barely hear Sammy.
Yeah, like Sammy's mic is kind of quiet though.
Considering Sammy's personality, that's a little odd.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. I was having trouble balancing everything. Raw to beef should be a little bit better, hopefully.
He's also a lot louder.
Yes. Makes him a good caster. No, he's a lot of fun to cast with.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually surprised he's never really done casting before.
Yeah, it comes quite naturally to him. I think Guns of Icarus is a good game to start your casting on.
Cut your teeth on it, as one might say.
Indeed. It definitely can, like, I'd say that it's easier to get into because, like, there's less on the screen. Like, when you become more experienced, when you have a lot on the screen, it actually makes it easier. Because you have more to talk about. And once you get used to, like, seeing all of it at once and, like, understanding, like, how it works, it actually becomes easier. So, like, it's actually kind of difficult to go from, like, League to Guns of Icarus because you have a lot of this, like, time that's sort of a lot of this, empty space. Where sometimes things aren't directly happening, but you have to sort of read into, like, the strategy and the personal taste of.
Yeah, I remember when we were just starting out casting, we were talking about how casting functions, where League of Legends is a constantly high octane thing. This is a very up and down flow to things.
Well, League has a flow, definitely. I'd say, like, StarCraft is a better example of, like, just having a constant flow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have some fights that take a little bit and you get excited for them, but most of it, just keep it pretty level. We lost a guy. Looks, I don't know. It's looking more and more like we're not going to be getting this Desert Scrap underway in time.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are definitely going to go way over on time, and I don't want to inconvenience our audience between different streams or the possibility of different streams. Give Oracle plenty of time to get set up for the Metamidian here in about a half hour.
Yep. I'll be getting the pre-stream going 15 minutes till.
There we go. Alrighty, make sure you catch us, folks, for the Hephaestus Challenge coming up tomorrow at 4 p.m. EST, or at least that's when the pre-stream will run. The actual dual stream setup will run from about 3:45, I think, until the very end of the post-game show, as soon as all matches are played.
3:45 PST?
Eastern.
There we go.
Sorry. With that being said, though, you can catch all the streams, both the streams, in fact, for the Festus Challenge over at robanddan.tv/live tomorrow. And you can catch all of our material right here on twitch.tv/the Rob and Dan Show. The other streamer for that is, of course, Imagine42 here on Twitter. Also, look forward to our interview
Not
with
Twitter,
Cake
Twitch.
Leader. Did I say Twitter?
Yeah, she said
Yeah.
Twitter.
Oh my God. Twitch. Twitch.
You are forgiven.
Also, look forward to our interview with James Tiberius Kirk tomorrow, the leader, the head man of Cake, which we'll have after our first game of the evening for the Festus Challenge tomorrow. With that being said, thank you, Oracle, for all your hard work. Good luck with your Metamidia tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hopefully, if you're interested in the competitive metagame at all, you should definitely tune in. I mean, I get some pretty intelligent people who are more intelligent than I am and know more about the metagame than I do, certainly, on the Metamidian. And it's a lot of fun. First episode was a success, I'd say. And second one, I mean, Rotted Beef is great. He's also very intelligent. We tend to have we tend to have really good conversation. I mean, just in casting.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Also, thank you, Rob, of course, for the camera work, and not thank you for the snide remarks.
You're welcome, Dan. And you're not welcome.
No, I'm not. Thank you so much for being here, folks. We will see you tomorrow for the Hephaestus Challenge right here on twitch.tv/the Rob and Dan Show.